I don't always agree with the College Football Playoff Committee, but I think their influence has changed the scheduling in college football. Almost everybody has scheduled 2 Power Fives in the 2017 season. We have never seen that. Now we are seeing teams that didn't schedule, Baylor didn't schedule any Power 5 teams are at least facing somebody. So I'm ranking the schedules here at Mark Rogers TV, and if you have yet to see any of the videos or know nothing about Mark Rogers TV or what I do, we talk college football 24/7, 365, and we speak to the smart fan. And we are ranking the schedules. We've done this 3 consecutive off seasons. If you want to know how I came to this process of ranking these schedules, you need to check out the introductory video. Just type in college football schedule system, and you'll come up with that video to explain how we broke it down. We have arrived at the 13th schedule in the ACC, number 61 in the country, meaning the second easiest schedule in the ACC and number 61 out of 68 in Power 5, including the major independents. It belongs to the Virginia Cavaliers. I have lauded the Cavaliers for very little in recent years. Their football play on the field has been pretty abysmal, especially 2-10. This most recent season, or 2 years ago, before Bronco Mendenhall took over. Anyway, for Virginia, they have scheduled some of the tougher opponents in college football. They had a schedule with Boise State, UCLA, and somebody extremely difficult, I believe, last year. The last few schedules have been very tough out of conference, but this season is pretty light for Virginia, and that's why they land in the 61 slot. William and Mary, Indiana, UConn, Boise State. Surprisingly, the Broncos are the 57th ranked team according to ESPN in the Power Index. I will have much to say about the ESPN Power Index. I used it as a gauge, meaning I executed my system, and then I developed a point system to use the Power Index and broke it down to see how it would compare that point system versus my final rankings, and they were somewhat similar, somewhat different, and I made a few slight tweaks. So for Virginia, again, the 1 Power 5 games at home against Indiana in week 2. At Boise State's a pretty difficult game. Big key here is, who do the Cavaliers play out of division in the ACC? Well, they've got a date against Louisville, their common opponent out of division, and then they also have a game against Boston College. So that weights it down. Boston College, the lowest seed, I believe, other than Virginia in the ACC, according to the Power Index. BC at 70, Virginia 71. Toughest stretch for the Cavaliers to close the season. This is pretty tough. Manageable, but tough, and especially for them, it's difficult. At Pitt, Georgia Tech, at Louisville, Miami on the road, and Virginia Tech. Pitt, Georgia Tech, Louisville, Miami, Virginia Tech. Pretty decent gauntlet of 5 games to complete the season. Virginia will have to be in a good place before those final 5 games if they want to make it a postseason play in Bronco Mendenhall's second season in Charlottesville. Number 13 schedule in the ACC, number 61 in all of college football. If this is the first time you've seen Mark Rogers TV and you love college football, you are here in the right place. Believe me, just look at the YouTube channel, and we talk college football with some of the best broadcasters and bloggers in the nation. You got to check us out. We've got a Facebook page and Twitter as well at Mark Rogers TV. Now let's talk Virginia Cavaliers, because that's the center of the college football universe, of course, right here at Mark Rogers TV.